Good evening. All right. Make sure volume's good. Give everybody a second to get on here. I'll do this while we wait. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Trisha Chuba, and I'm ButterDish Designs, and this is Crafty Hour, episode 133. Welcome. Just waiting a second to get going here. Tonight, I'm giving you a sneak peek of the Filled with Sweetness bundle, and it's part of the Homemade Sweetness Sweet Collection. This is an online exclusive that gets released on March 3rd. And in this sweet collection, there is, of course, stamps, dies. The cool thing about this die, you'll notice that the jar on this is super big. So I know you got that glare there, but that's the size of that there, that bad boy. And the fun part is with the dies, let's see here, it makes a card. So it's actually going to do a little folded jar card, which I think is adorable. So there's that. We've got some beautiful Misty Moonlight checked ribbon here. There is an embossing folder that's got ladybugs and little flowers on it. Super cute there. There is the strawberries and dots embellishments. Hi, Coney. So there's those. And then it's got this fun paper here, which I'm not going to take this all out, but like it's got the spoons and there's little hearts in the back. There's fruit. There's little jars, bigger jars, little honey bears, some little ladybug pattern there, some beautiful check on the back there. I should say that's gingham, yeah. And then that one's checked on the back. And there's just the duplicates of those others. And there you go. So, all right. I think we're just going to go ahead and do the project first. And then I'll go ahead and give you just a little short update on me. And because I'm going in for some surgery on my knee on Monday. So you won't see me. This is the only crafty hour this month. So, all right. So this is the card that we're making this evening. And there's a little envelope that I did. And you can see here it's embossed. I did a little fussy cutting. Been having to let my knee rest quite a bit. So this is something that I feel productive doing while I'm sitting there. So anyways, so that's our project for this evening. Set these off to the side here. Oops. All right. Now let me see if I can do this here. I'm going to try a different layout here to see if we can't. There we go. Can you still hear me, Coney, or no? Can you hear me still? I just want to make sure you can hear me. All right. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, leave a comment. All right. So I've pre-done this just to make it a little bit easier. And we've got our card base in basic white thick, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I've got layer 1, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and it's embossed with those sweet little ladybugs. And I've got one piece of DSP. I did the spoons here. And this is 2 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And I keep trying to mute this, so I hope you're not hearing the echo from my other one here. All right. Of course, got an envelope. And then there is, I embossed this here on Secret C. This piece is 1 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I heat embossed that in white. So, see that. This one wasn't so great. So, you know what? There's always 2 sides. So I did this side. All right. And then here's the little fruit and jars that I cut out. So let's go ahead and stamp first, and then we'll put everything together. Super easy. Right. Got Secret C here. I'm of course going to stamp that envelope to match there. Cleaner. Now I've got strawberry slush. And just grabbing a little scratch piece here. Envelope. I like this "You're the Sweetest" sentiment on here. I think it could be used for a lot of different things. Okay. I am going to take my blender pen here and just pull some of that Secret C ink. Give those blueberries some color. easy way to color without really coloring. And give this a good burnish. That foam folder. Now for the embossed piece here, I am going to go ahead and use tear and tape. Let's see. There's that. I'm going to use tear and tape on this because this is bumpy. You could have made this like half and half and split this in half and made two, but I didn't. So we're just rolling with it. You guys won't believe this fig is sound asleep over in my computer chair. Why can't you do that when I'm trying to craft in general? Keeps me on my toes. I have to tilt this to the side here so I can see it. There you go. I'm just going to turn it around. How's that? Give that a good press there. All right. This is the bad side. This is the good side. So it's going to overlap just slightly, so I'm going to keep these to this side. Okay, there we go. Let's bring in our fruit pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. I do have this overlapping, so I'm just putting it up in that upper right hand. There we go. I'm going to use a mini on these. All right, strawberry here. This is going down towards the bottom as I am putting it up above this. There we go. Mixed berry is also going towards the bottom and the outer side here. Now I am going to go ahead and put just a smidge of glue on the top part of that one. There we go. Orange marmalade's going out to the side. A dot of glue there. There we go. Next, we've got a raspberry. No two cards are alike here. All right, for this last little part, the orange slice, I'm going to actually put that down first. And then this is just going to get a couple of the mini dimensionals on the outer side here. Whenever I'm doing a layout, I like to take a picture with my phone, and then I can, once I get it where I like it, I can refer back to that. Just makes it easier. There we go. And I hid the embellishments from myself. There we go. All those little pieces off there. These little strawberries are super cute. And there we go. Easy peasy. Of course, I prep the stuff in advance, but this card comes together quite quickly. So, all right, let me go back to this here. There we go. Hi. Okay, so I can stop hearing an echo. I had to switch back to a different mic. So this is the card for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like the layout. So even if you don't have this, try this layout. I'm sure you have something in your stash, you know, that you can do that with. So, but yeah, so I just to, if you're still with me here, I'm just going to tell you what's going on with my knee real quick. It's not going to be a long drawn out story or anything, but I won't be doing Crafty Hour for a little bit. On Monday, I'm having medial root meniscus repair. It's not a simple meniscus. Thanks, Coney. Tear where they just go in and snip a piece or stitch it in there and stuff. This is actually my medial meniscus root tore off the bone. So they're going to be going in and drilling small holes into my tibia and doing this loop stitch. Sometimes they use a bracket, sometimes not, but they're going to be looping that meniscus, hopefully to go back and then reattach. Hopefully it'll reattach to my bone. I'm going to be non-weight bearing for quite some time on that leg. And so I won't be able to stand in my craft room or anything. I'll have a big brace on and stuff. So that's why maybe I can craft from the chair or something out in the living room. I'm not sure, but having to hike around in crutches all the time, and I'm sure I'll be in some pain. And I'm going to have start physical therapy next Thursday. So anyways, if you know any good shows that you're watching and stuff, leave me a comment with any series that I can start and binge watch while I'm recovering. I'd appreciate it. So anyways, I'll try to update you every once in a while on what's going on. And I'm sad to say I'm going to miss on stage. But I'd rather get this done, recover, and have it heal and not have rapid onset osteoporosis is what they said. So if you leave it alone. So anyways, I'm looking forward to not being in pain and ready to do this. And I'll see you on the other side. So until next time, be well and stay crafty. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.